Hey guys, this is Sean,
My name's Mark.
and for our final project, we made a Sudoku game.
Right now it's asking you how big you would like to play, as in like a 9x9 board, a 4x4, or 16x16.
And how big the board should be on the screen, like what pixel size. And then we have a sprite that clones itself and draws the whole board, just like it should be.
And now, after the orange sprite appears, it asks you how many numbers you want to start out with.
So here we pick 33 because it's pretty easy and we're just doing a demonstration here. So we're just like, as you can see, you just use the arrow keys to move around, and right now we're just trying to figure out where the first number should go.
When you want to enter in a number, you press the spacebar and then type in your number and press enter. And if you want to type in a guess, you press the spacebar, type in parentheses your number, and then end parentheses, and then enter. And it should enter in red instead of green.
Yep. And so, as you can see here, we don't really can't figure it out yet, but we're about to get our first guess here. And so you can see a 1 has to go there because there's no other place it fits in that column. And so we're solving our Sudoku board here.
Right now we're kind of stuck, so we're going to hit the solve button in the bottom right hand corner, which takes a little while to solve the rest of the board. And so we'll click it right now. And right now it's configuring how the board should be solved based on our inputs and the previous setup board.
And so our script, it's solving the board, but as you can see in the lower left, there's also a valid button. And so if you were stuck but you didn't want to have the whole board solved for you, you can click valid and it just tells you if your current guesses are right.
Here's a solved board. It took a little while to solve, but it finally got it. And now we're going to show you a different mode.
Okay, so in this mode we're about to show you, you can put in your own numbers that maybe you got from the internet or something, and then the BYOB, it'll solve your board for you in case you need that.
If you enter in a valid board, it should be able to solve in a decent amount of time, and it'll just report the entire board that's solved for you.
So here we're going through the drawing again. We picked a little bit different pixel size and board size to show the scalability of our project.
And this time we chose a 4x4 board to also show the scalability. Right now we're going to enter 0 for how many numbers we want to start out with, to start with a completely blank board, and we're going to input our own board.
Okay, so when we input our own board, we're going to give it like a really difficult board that we found on Google, and we can't figure out how to do it. But the solver, it can figure it out. Here we only have 3 ones, and we don't know how to fix this.
So right now we're going to press the solve button again, and it's going to take a little while, but it should solve it eventually.
Now, it's important to know that with this kind of board, there's multiple solutions, and so we only find one of the possible solutions.
The way the algorithm works is that it first looks for the number, it takes out the ones from the possibilities of the numbers in that row, in that column, and in that block. And then after it runs out of ways to iteratively find the solution, it uses recursion to check different values and then go back and use backtracking if it can't find the right value.
So what you're seeing here is somebody who's unsure about their numbers, and so they put parentheses around the 2, and it shows up red. And so that way they have a visual representation of how the board should look, even if they're not sure a 2 goes there.
And this does not affect the valid key. The red numbers do not.
And so now we're just going to solve the board and see if we were right, basically.
And that's the end of our project. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hope you enjoyed it, bros!